Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, good morning, good morning. Assalamu alaikum as well to all our media friends and also those joining us on Facebook and YouTube and our live streams. It's totally interactive. Leave your comments as your virtual host, Nazruddin Rahman, welcomes you to Tune Protect Group's very first virtual launch. We're breaking a lot of ground here, ladies and gentlemen. And this is because it's our first virtual event. It's broadcasting live to you. We assure you that coming to you live from the studio, we are observing all SOPs. And we hope you guys are staying safe in your office or at your home watching this particular broadcast. And we welcome all your comments as Tune Protect Group brings you to the future. Ladies and gentlemen, as the COVID-19 pandemic hits the whole world, all businesses are doing their very best to reinvent themselves and also get onto the online bandwagon. And Tune Protect Group is no different, bringing you products and services online and in line with your needs. Are you ready to protect yourself like a pro? Well, it's time to find out soon enough. First and foremost, before we go on, let's hear some housekeeping rules, especially for members of the media. Yeah, we'd like to inform all participants during the presentations. Of course, we're gonna mute your microphone, and so let's have a clear and concise presentation. And should you have any questions, the chat box is open. So while these ideas come to you while you're watching the presentation, please do type them down, and I will bring them towards the Q&A session at the end of the show. Also, you'll have a chance to have your voice heard during the Q&A session. You can raise your hand as well. If you take a look at the icons that you have at your disposal, just click on raise your hand, and inshallah, we'll pick up your question live. Just state your name and your publication, and let's get the show on the road. So the chat icon, once again, is found at the bottom of the middle section of your screen, along with the raise hand function. So just use all the tools available to you. As we move forward, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to extend a brief disclaimer as well. As we talk about Tune Protect's Pro Health Medical, we'll be sharing some numbers as well. And so these are internal management targets and aspirations, not financial estimates, forecasts, or projections. Of course, the management team will explain more about that, yeah? But yes, we've got an exciting morning ahead. So much to share with everyone, and Nazruddin Rahman at your service for all your needs. So shall we get this show on the road? Are you ready to be protected like a pro with Tune Protect's Pro Health Medical? Well, we're going to start by bringing on stage a gentleman who is responsible for steering Tune Protect on its journey of digital transformation, aimed at positioning the group as a preferred lifestyle insurer, not just within Southeast Asia, but the Middle East as well. So put your hands together for the Group Chief Executive Officer from Tune Protect Group Berhad. Put your hands together for Rohit Nambia.
Hello everyone, I'm really excited to be here with all of you today. Very exciting because it's a very important day for us. 6 weeks back, all of you heard about the new strategy of the group. The new strategy which said we have a vision to be a lifestyle insurer that everyone loves. Our research, our intense research in our market showed there were 3 things that mattered to a customer. The first one was the mobile phone. Some would say it matters to all of us. The second one was lifestyle. People are waiting to travel. It's a reality of life. The third one was health. People became even more conscious of their health needs. You look at Malaysia, research shows 48% Malaysians are overweight. It's very important that at this time, when you're working from home, when you're battling the challenges of playing dual roles, look at the women in our lives. They are full-time caregivers, full-time homemakers, full-time nannies, full-time teachers, and they're working. The stress on them is very significant. And that's why we've bespoked, and this is our first offering in the 3 pillars today. The first offering which we are going to launch, and William Fu is going to talk more about it later, but we are delighted to be launching our new health offering. There are 3 important parts to this. The first one is we said our product will be super simple. Our entire product and service proposition can be done digitally. I just bought the product yesterday, and I can tell you, I bought it, I got an email, and then I filled in the code. The next, I go and check on my mobile app, the policy is in there. So it's a really unique InsurTech disruption that we are doing, where we not only are giving you an amazing health product, but we are allowing you to buy this product and be serviced on a mobile app, or if you don't like a mobile app, you can do it on our website. The second part is we had talked about the importance of sustainability in the group. It is never more important than today. And there were 5 promises. 2 of those promises, one was we want to be paperless. The second one we said is we promise to have a charity element built into all our products going forward, especially the digital products. And today, we are making good that promise with our first offering. A, this product is completely paperless. B, this product has a charity element. We are going to contribute to a charity 6 ringgit for every policy sold, which is truly inspirational because you not only are covering yourself or your family or your kids, but you are also providing money to those kids who really need it. Imagine buying something for yourself, but covering somebody who really needs it through that purchase that you're doing at no additional cost. The third aspect is mental wellness. It is never more important, as I mentioned the example of women, but also men. It's never been more important to put mental wellness at the forefront than today. Even I, ladies and gentlemen, like many of us in this conference today, have struggled on how to manage work from home. How do I work out? When do I get time for myself? And we're human beings. We need to meet people. We're not meeting people today. So that is where we have a service proposition where we will give our customers an opportunity to talk to a professional, but not only talk to a professional, but also do a lot more to improve their lifestyle. And William is going to talk about that again in a lot more detail. But I'm going to leave with 2 key messages for you. The first one is, health is a highly commoditized market. The differentiator in health insurance is service. And what we promise you is we will be a lifestyle insurer that you truly love. Because everybody in the organization this year is measured on customer satisfaction. A significant portion of the bonus of every employee is linked to customer satisfaction. So if you are not satisfied, there is no way I can be satisfied. The second part is we are following the AirAsia concept. The product will be so simple, like buying an airline ticket. Which seat you sit in or what food you eat, that's your choice. You pay for it, you buy it. And I'm not going to push it down your throat to say this is how you should buy insurance and this is what you should buy. So you will see a lot more from us. We are going to be launching this product subsequently in Thailand. Thailand is going to launch a very interesting critical illness product soon, and we're going to launch that in Malaysia. So we are creating within the group something very unique in Asia, where we want to be the lifestyle insurer that everyone loves. The technology behind this has been developed in Malaysia, and the beauty of this story is we are going to take Malaysia to the world. You have heard so many times companies bring other countries to Malaysia. Here we are taking Malaysian technology to the world. As they say, Malaysia Boleh. Thank you so much.
Indeed, Rohit. Wow, Malaysia Boleh. It's time to take on the world with technology from Malaysia to be serviced into its particular market. So well done. That's the vision that Mr. Rohit Nambiar, Group Chief Executive Officer of Tune Protect Group, has for not just the group, but also its vision to spread Tune Protect and all the good that it gives to the rest of the world. Well done, well done. And so, looking at the fact that more than 40% of millennials are having health issues, and also their top three focuses are mobile, travel, and health. But are these wants and needs the same across the board, across the region? Ladies and gentlemen, let's see whether there are any similarities. So, for our next speaker, we'll head over to Bangkok, Thailand, and meet the gentleman whose key focus is to drive growth in the retail business across existing as well as new affinity and digital-led distribution channels, taking Tune Protect Thailand to the next level. So he's the CEO of Tune Protect Thailand and also leads the health solutions development across the group as our group health lead. So without further ado, let's go all the way across to Bangkok, Thailand. Let's say hello and sawadee krap to Mr. Ben Asanasen. Hey Ben, how you doing?
Sawadee krap.
Sawadee krap. If you hear me loud and clear, just give me a 2 thumbs up.
I hear you great, hear you great.
So it's all over to you, Ben. Take it away.
Hey, great. Well, thanks for having some time for us here, and hello from Thailand again. You know, what I wanted to do today is really, really give you a little sense of more about the group level. You know, where are we going on the health side? Really excited for the Pro Health launch, and the product is really in line. It's really a big step forward in our strategy going forward. You know, but first, really just I want to give you maybe a few points and insights of our strategy, as well as, why health is so important, for us at Tune Protect, but also in the region. Taking a step back, looking at Southeast Asia, particularly, many of you know, but I think the key thing is, there is a aging population across Southeast Asia, particularly in markets like Thailand, Hong Kong, and Singapore. But one of the more interesting things to note is, the middle class across Southeast Asia is growing rapidly. Right now it's around 300 million, but, over the next 10 years, it'll be about, 450 million, an increase of 45%. And then when we've looked and analyzed this customer segment in general, what they're looking for is they have very high awareness for health, and then a very, obviously, much more disposable income. So those things two combined, they're looking for more health insurance coverage, looking for more unique health insurance coverage as well across Asia. And then digging in deeper into those demographics and market segments, millennials is actually a significant segment within the population across Southeast Asia and growing rapidly. And this is an area I think we want to focus on, as you've heard through our investor day through Rohit. And the unique thing about it is, what are they looking for? They're looking for something different. They're looking for something more innovative, on the health side, something simple. Not your traditional health players offering you the regular products. Something very easy to understand, more bite-sized, and looking at the entire customer experience as well for them when they buy and when they claim. So from an online perspective. And I think, we'll talk about more today, about our product. We provide that as a start, as well as more products to come. If you look at markets in general, like Thailand itself, there are a lot of, there are universal health schemes, but as you look at the middle class growing, there's a lot of opportunities and gaps in insurances here, but also in Malaysia and across Southeast Asia. So products like this, really add a lot of value there. Looking at some of the health statistics as well too, through our analysis, chronic diseases, are increasing rapidly. Things like heart attack, stroke, diabetes. In the next 10 years, we'll have an increase of about 40% within these incidence rates for this. And that leads itself to people being more aware of this, but also the need for health insurance, like the ones you're going to talk about today. Digital, though, if you take a step back, digital is really disrupting, the health ecosystem. In the past, you may have gone to the doctor, you may have made an appointment, made a telephone call, made an appointment to go see the doctor. They wrote you a test. You had to go to the hospital to do a blood test. Wait for a few days, then go back to your doctor's office, make an appointment again to find out the results of that test. Get some medicine, go to the pharmacy to get the medicine, go home. So as you can see, a very disjuncted process. With digital, it allows the opportunity for us to do a more unique customer experience through telemedicine, through drug delivery, through other online social media needs. And this is where I think Tune Protect as a group, we want to play in and looking at that entire experience and making it more digital and more customer experience related, which fits in with the millennial side. They're looking for something different as well too. So what's our strategy overall for health and how does this product fit in? Our strategy is looking across the entire value chain for health, from the prevention standpoint to the claim standpoint, but also the post-treatment standpoint as well too. And offering that unique customer experience from a digital perspective, for the customer and hand home that throughout the way through telemedicine, through online applications, through paperless, something different and very simple oriented products. And you'll see more and more products going forward on this. So, in general for Asia, in the summary wise, what are we looking for? We're looking at meeting the needs for some chronic diseases, attacking the millennial segment particularly, and looking at that digital experience. There'll still be some things offline, but more online and offline, and making that true digital experience across. Making unique, digital-oriented, bite-sized products, and having that online-offline experience. And the product today that you'll see today really sort of links into that and really makes it a big step forward, as Rohit said, of our strategy. We'll be launching some new products like this on the chronic disease and critical illness wise coming soon in Thailand and rolling across the region. And I'm looking really forward for us to launching more out there. So this is a big step forward. I'm excited about this Pro Health launch and excited for you guys to see this in a sense of this is where health is going, that we believe something unique in the market, but also something good for the customer, allows them to really have a really unique digital experience and simple wise and something different than they can get somewhere else. So with that, I'd love to turn it back to the MC here and hear about the product some more. So thank you again here from Thailand.
Very much for the in-depth analysis on what we can expect across the region as well, so we can draw some parallels. So do stick around, Ben. We're going to have a launching gimmick later on. Thank you so much. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was a little presentation from Mr. Ben Asanasen, who's in charge of group health as well across the region of Southeast Asia. So some of the parallels that we can draw is millennials are the same in terms of what they want: mobile, travel, and health. And the awareness and the demand for healthcare is also the same across the board. So strike while the iron is hot. All millennials, I mean, they're very different from Gen Xers like myself. I still want to go and see an agent. Please explain to me the policy. I don't understand. But millennials are a different breed. They know what they want. They go online. They get the information they need, which is quite easy to get out there. And they purchase what they want. And so let's strike while the hammer is on once again. It's time to get to know Pro Health Medical a little bit better. What's this product all about? It's time to meet the gentleman responsible for leading the Tune Protect Malaysia group to achieve profitable and sustainable business growth through sound strategy setting and execution. In alignment with the strategies of the group, this man also leads the SME insurance initiatives and development for the group as well. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please let's welcome the Chief Executive Officer of Tune Protect Malaysia, William Foo.
A very good morning to all. I'm William Foo from Tune Protect Malaysia. Let me take this opportunity to share with you more about Pro Health, Tune Protect's first online and online-only medical insurance product. Well, Pro Health, it provides cover for hospitalization and surgical expenses due to illness and accident. Now, you may have a question in your mind. There are so many medical insurance plans in the market. Why Pro Health? First of all, let me share with you, it offers cashless admission with e-medical card available on Tune Protect mobile application. Just flash it while checking into one of our panel hospital, then you will have the cashless admissions. Second, it offers mosquito-borne disease allowance. In addition to the treatment expenses, the insured will receive a lump sum allowance if he or she is diagnosed with dengue, Zika virus fever, malaria, or Japanese encephalitis. Okay, my tongue twisted a little bit just now. And it provides reimbursement for alternative and chiropractic treatments by traditional medical practitioner. Okay, it can be the herbalist, bone setter, osteopath, okay, for further treatments of injury after discharge from the hospital to help the patients in the journey of recovery. Okay, it offers zero deductible. It means the insured does not have to bear any amount himself as long as the expense does not exceed the sum insured. Okay, then you may have another question. How about medical checkup? Before that you are accepted to purchase the insurance. I wish to highlight that to purchase ProHealth, no medical checkup is required. You only need to declare your health conditions for the system to underwrite online. Okay, and there can be another question, is it expensive? Well, we are making it as highly affordable as possible. And to make it more friendly for consumer to manage the insurance expense, we offer zero payment scheme with zero interest for credit cards holders of the participating banks. Well, ProHealth comes with 4 types of plan with annual remit ranging from Ringgit Malaysia 30,000 to 150,000. This provides options to consumer to choose subject to their preference and the insurance budget they have. Well, there are more information I wish to share with you. With every policy sold, as mentioned by Rohit just now, Tune Protect Malaysia will contribute 6 ringgit, okay, to charity. The beneficiary that we have chosen is Yayasan Chowkit. In 2020, Yayasan Chowkit has set out an emergency healthcare fund targeting children who do not have access to various support. Okay, the campaign period will end by 31st December 2021. Okay, this is a pledge by Tune Protect, and the contribution will not be taken from the premium that the customer pay. And for the first 1,000 purchaser, we will pay for the 1-year access to Naruri mobile application, which is providing wellness and health coaching programs on an application. What does this wellness program give you? Well, it provides a range of service to the ProHealth customer, which includes gaining access to Naruri resource portal, providing the fortnightly wellness webinars conducted by the expert coaches consisting of doctor, dietitians, fitness instructor. And the user also will receive monthly well-being articles and newsletter. Okay, so Naruri also provide a mental health assessment measuring the scale of depression, anxieties, and stress to the user. And there is also a provisions of virtual psychological therapy sessions for the customer, okay, by the authorized therapists. Okay, and who are eligible to purchase ProHealth? Well, it is applicable to Malaysian and non-Malaysian residing in Malaysia, aged between 18 to 45 years, and can renew up to 65 years old. Not for those not involved in extra hazardous occupation and no pre-existing medical conditions. Okay, when it comes to your health, don't leave it to chance. Get protected with ProHealth Medical. It is a comprehensive medical insurance plan that's protect you. Okay, no medical checkup required. Just answer a few questions to get started. Well, the next thing that we are going to do is that we would want to show you a product demo. So basically, we have talked about how easy to purchase this insurance, but nothing beats for you to see it for live. What is the purchase process, the journey that the customer will go through, and this demo will only take less than 5 minutes. Okay. So once you look at it, you are able to see the feature of the product. But if you are happy with the purchase process, you're happy with the products, then you will just click buy now and you just kickstart the journey. So after you have kickstart the journey, you just have to declare whether you are Malaysian. And for your information, I just want to highlight again, is also applicable to non-Malaysian who are residing in Malaysia. So in this demo, we use Malaysians and as the test case. So you key in your date of birth, height, and your weight to get your codes. Yes, it's that simple. You only need to provide date of birth, height, and weight to get a code. And then you will be asked 3 simple underwriting questions. You will have to declare your health status. Just answer the question. If you do not have any substandard or pre-existing medical condition, just answer no. Okay? Then you come to the product plan page. You get the quotation. If you feel the annual limit is not enough, you can still adjust the toggle button down to have the option for higher annual limit and pick the plan that you want. Okay, and then last step is to enter your personal details. Okay, just key in your personal details, your contact number, as well as your home address. Okay, so just look at the screen. We are filling up the columns, and then don't forget, you also need to enter your IC number or passport number which match to your birthday that you enter earlier. Okay, let's go through the process of keying in. Now we are filling up the personal detail on the home address. Okay, so continue with it. Good news is that okay, now you have filled up already. Okay, just click after clicking the continue, you'll be able to check and review all your plan. Look at your plans, okay, to verify whether it is correct or not. Okay, yes, let's continue the journey on this. And then the good news is that for every purchase of it, you will be rewarded by the Big Points reward on this. Now, it is time to make the payments on it, and the process, as you can see, the process is very straightforward, and the policy will be sent to your email address, and at the same time that you can also find it on your mobile application on this. Okay. So it really takes less than 5 minutes to complete the whole journey. So I would like to say a thank you to all for listening.
Thank you very much, William, for that comprehensive walkthrough. I was actually timing Mr. William because he was not actually keying the details in. But that's but less than 10 minutes and you are protected already. And the best part is, I love the fact that you have an e-medical card. That's really, really important, guys. So, for those of you who are already interested, do surf the website. But now comes the official moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall officially launch Pro Health Medical right here, right now. So, Rohit, we are joined with Ms. Janet Chin right here. She's the Chief Partnership Officer as well as E-Commerce Head of Tune Protect Group. So, lady and gentlemen, I shall present to you the launch buttons. Tan-ta-da! And on the count of 5, let's press these buttons together. Yes, collect the energy. It's like Tai Chi, Mr. William, like this. Tai Chi. Baiklah, kepada anda semua yang dah bersedia, kita kira sama-sama. Let's launch this product on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mash those buttons. And ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. We give you Tune Protect Pro Health Medical. For Malaysians and residents of Malaysia who are staying here, you are eligible for to sign up as well. 100,000 coverage from as low as 50 ringgit a month. There you go. Tune Protects Pro Health Medical. Let's have applause. Now can clap. So those of you at home can clap. No problem. Thank you so much to Rohit, William, as well as Janet for joining us here for this particular launch. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Tune Protects Pro Health Medical.
Pro Health Insurance I buy online. A few clicks save me so much time, and all my friends ask me how to buy. Like, whoa. Insurance is so susah. The terms will drive you so gila, but Tune Protect sangat mudah. Like, whoa. Protect yourself like a pro, like a pro, like a pro. Pro Health Insurance makes you whoa, makes you whoa, makes you whoa. Dengue season is dangerous. Nyamuk sekesek my blood. All I need is the Tune Protect app. I get a room in just a snap. Dancing is my favorite sport. Break my hip, it hurts a lot. Go through surgery and chiropractor. Make my claims semua pun settle. Protect yourself like a pro, like a pro, like a pro. Pro Health Insurance makes you whoa, makes you whoa, makes you whoa. Protect yourself like a pro now. Buy Pro Health Medical Insurance from 50 ringgit per month for 100,000 ringgit yearly coverage at tuneprotect.com.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Walaupun jantan ataupun bro, protect yourself like a pro. That's what we like to say. Wonderful campaign right there. I love the energy that's brought forward. And Rohit, Janet, and William are here as our panel. Our Q&A session with members of the media starts now. Thank you for some of the questions that have been brought in. I'm going to highlight them. Also, the raise your hand button is active right now. So if you want to speak to any of our VIPs, especially as they go through their presentation, it's open season for them. So I hope you guys are ready to answer open season questions. I like the spirit. There you go. So once again, just highlight your name and your publication, raise your hand, and you get to ask your question. But just a few quick notes. Once again, our admin team will ask that you unmute yourself when you raise your hand, yeah? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show on the road. One of the things that I was really excited about is, let's start things on a wide perspective, yeah? So, not to forget, I think for this session, we would like to also bring the group health landscape person. Yeah. That's very important as well. Ben, are you here with us? Yes, you are. My goodness.
Hey, Ben.
There you go. Everybody say hi to Ben.
Hey, Ben.
With a wonderful Sawadee Cup. Thanks for joining us on this panel as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, not just questions on the Malaysian landscape, but I think the health landscape across the region. Those questions are also up for grabs. All right, so let's go on with the first question. Let's sort of start or reset the button. What is Tune Protect's plan for the health segment in the next few years? What's the projection like? Rohit.
Ben, you want to take that?
Hey, yeah.
It's up your alley.
Sure. You know, our plan is to be really innovative. Our plan is to do something different in the market and really, you know, go across this space, you know, particularly looking at the entire customer experience and, looking at that digital experience from end to end. Significant growth for Tune, over the next, by 2023, really 40%, of our premiums want to be part of this. And so we're looking at some significant growth here, and looking at cross-selling our customers that we have, but also bringing in some new customers and millennials as well too. So significant growth, not just in Malaysia, but also in Thailand and across Southeast Asia. We see a huge opportunity for growth there, and Tune Protect is ready for this space. This is a big step forward for us. You're going to see more things coming in the very near future.
Is it fair to say, Ben, that the criteria for us here in Malaysia, what millennials are looking for when they look for protection, is it the same in Thailand or the rest of the region? Are the hot points the same?
I think in general they're the same in the sense of looking for something more innovative, looking for something different in the market, looking for that entire end-to-end customer experience that's digital. Obviously, within different markets, there are some cultural intricacies that we'll account for. But from the general sense, we see that across Southeast Asia, that a lot of these things translate through our research.
Excellent, excellent. So of course, let's ask the panel as well. This new batch of millennials. They're really, really confident. Yeah. I mean, for me, I still want to look for that agent. Please explain to me what's going on. But these guys with the confidence and the fact that Tune Protect has managed to inspire that confidence of people buying online. So thanks for the question. Thanks for the question. We're going to move to our next question. Why did Tune Protect choose a mental health program? I love this segment with the collaboration with Naluri. Millennials are very much open to issues of mental health. So maybe Rohit, you want to go on that?
Sure, I'll give an example.
Yeah.
I'll give you my own example. You know, my weight always oscillates up and down, up and down. But actually, I work out every day. I work out 5 to 6 times a day forever, from when I know I've been working out. But my problem is food. And you know, the Malaysian food is amazing, right? So that's your biggest win. So for me, obviously, that's my challenge. And what Naluri helps is putting more method to my food eating. It's mindful eating. I'm still eating. I'm probably eating more than I ate before. It's just that I'm not eating wrong stuff. So I think what, as I said, there are broadly 3 kinds of people who need help. One who probably are bordering on depression, you know, high levels of stress, etc. They do an assessment which is totally self. This data is confidential, so it's not that the insurer is going to use your data and say, oh, you are stressed, you know, I'm going to put an allocation on you. No.
And the AI says you're going to pump some medicine to you.
Yes, the data is private to you. It's between you and your psychologist or nutritionist, the conversation you're having. I'm not getting that data. Right? What I'm assessing is, has the intervention worked? Have you as a customer got better versus you were before? The benefit for the insurer is hopefully our loss ratios are better. Our customers stay longer with us.
Excellent.
The second part of it is, there are people who just need lifestyle changes. So we have, Naluri has a health coach, has a nutritionist, has a psychologist, has a financial planning, you know, person. So
Element
there's
as
a lot
well,
of those things that are available. The third aspect is, it also provides you a framework sometimes to, you don't want to talk to your manager, you don't want to talk to your wife, you don't want to talk to your friend, you just want somebody else to, you know, bounce something
Who doesn't
off.
judge you.
Precisely,
There
right?
you go.
The minute I tell my wife I want to eat something, she will say eat. That's not what the response I want, right? I want her to tell me don't eat. So obviously that's where the independent view helps us. And that's the whole idea. So we were struggling initially to, should we call it mental wellness? Should we call it mental health? Because in Asia it's still a taboo, right?
Yes.
Going to a counselor or a psychologist is like, just to let you know, I have gone myself. I don't think it is it is not a taboo. It is something to just make our lives better. So that's why, you know, some people call it digital health therapeutics. It sounds complex for me.
Yes.
But essentially what it is we are providing you a digital platform not only to insure yourself, but also take care of your mental wellness.
Excellent. How important is mental health to millennials? Maybe Janet can come in, or maybe William come in. What's your opinion? Do you believe that millennials nowadays, because some say, these guys are just too soft, they're called the strawberry generation, but I disagree. There's just more awareness on mental health and how debilitating it is. Maybe something from Janet?
I think for the millennials, they're really they're into social media. They put up a lot of like posts and they expect a lot of likes and all that. So I think that's one of the key things. Sometimes they just get like, you know, unhappy if there's not enough likes. So some of these things, and then maybe peer pressure from the parents for those who are studying and so on. So that's something that we need to look at. They won't tell their friends, like what Rohit mentioned, but I think it helps for them to talk to someone neutral, someone they don't really, an expert, basically a health expert.
And the Naluri platform provides all this, as William explained earlier, not just lifestyle changes, but financial planning as well, All this included in one application.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well done, well done.
Yeah.
All right, we've got another question up right here, so we're going to put it live on screen. Thank you for the person sending it. Why target millennials and Gen Z?
Let me pick that up.
That's right. People like Gen X, like me, I'm feeling left out.
Okay. No. So that's a good question. And when we announced the new strategy, Ben, William, and myself, along with a couple of other leaders, did the new strategy 6 weeks back. We said, okay, let's be honest. Who is Tune Protect? Tune Protect is majority shareholder being AirAsia plus Tune Group.
Yep.
The remaining 71% is with the markets. So primarily we were a travel insurer. That was our tagline. But what's happening is we have a growing reality, and there is so much access we have to customer data, which we're not using.
Yep.
But if we go down the route of targeting a 50-year-old, there are exceptions in every segment, right? But if I go down the route of targeting a 50 or a 55-year-old, let's take Malaysia. If I knock him on his head, he's going to tell me 3 brand names, the top 3 which have been here for 70 plus years. If I push him a little bit more, he's going to tell me a 4th name or a 5th name, and that's it. He's not going to have any more names.
Yep.
It's the same in Thailand as well. There is a consolidation at the top. So where is the differentiation strategy most applicable? It's millennials and Gen Z. Because what the survey shows is millennials and Gen Z are the ones who are most open to digital disruption. They are the ones who are frustrated today with insurance because they find insurance expensive, they find insurance complex, and the most important part, which I think are a bit ashamed, insurance is one of the least trusted industries in most countries.
Do you
And
think?
it is supposed to be a trust business.
Yeah. Do you think that they find it irrelevant, especially the different policies that are pushed? I don't need this. I don't need that. What are your thoughts?
Yes, because you know what historically happened was I pushed what I wanted to push. But you look at what AirAsia did to flying. I go back to the same point. They said, listen, I am not going to sell a ticket which comes with all the fancy around it because a consumer doesn't want it. It's his or her choice. Some consumer wants it, some don't. So what did they do? They sold you a ticket, but they didn't sell you which seat or what food. That's your choice.
There you go.
It's the same way. What we want to do in health is to give them a basic cover. But if they do want additional cover, they can buy it online. Or if they want advice, this digital does not mean we don't take advice.
There's still that
might
human
still
element,
say-
yeah?
Yeah, they might still say, I want to speak to an agent. We have a wonderful agency channel or a broking channel or a distributor channel. It's just that it will be digitally administered, which means your conversation will still be quite efficient.
Very efficient and accountable as well when we do it online, yeah? So well done, guys. That's a pretty good answer. Thank you for the question as well. Our next question from members of the public is, interesting. What are the, can we bring it up? Can we bring it up? There you go. What are the specialities that can attract more millennials and Gen Z to join Pro Health Medical? There you go. What's the profile like?
Can I list 2 things and then maybe
Sure,
William or
sure.
Ben
Maybe William can
feel
follow
free
up,
to
yeah.
add, yeah. I think the first one is the ease and simplicity of the customer journey. I think in insurance, I will tell you a secret, which is not a secret because I'm speaking in a wider group here.
I was about to say.
But it is the fact of life, right? It's an open secret. More and more insurance products are highly commoditized. When we come to the market, we say, I am truly unique. What is truly unique is that one feature I improved versus the other.
That's
right?
it.
That's what it's about. I've seen many times, I have the most innovative health product. What is the differentiation? I cover one thing more than company A. And it's the easiest thing to copy because I'm going to copy it and launch it back. And then you're going to go down this spiral of copying. The biggest differentiation for me is customer experience.
The seamless
How
experience,
easy is the service? How fast can I get my claims sorted out? How easy is it to buy? What is the process? As I told you, I bought the product myself. Thank God to the underwriting team, I'm still allowed to buy for 5 more years because after that, apparently, I'm not anymore counted. But anyway, when I bought it, I got an email and I got a code, typical like a bank. I filled up the code and I went to my mobile app and my policy was there. So going forward, all my policies are in my mobile app.
There you
So
go.
I can, service, I can claim, I can change my address, I can do a lot more things in my mobile app, right? So first is the service proposition. The second differentiator, obviously, is the 3 things that we are bringing to the market. Actually, 4 things. The first is we are launching a COVID cover campaign today. And
Until
we all
31st,
know-
right? Until 31st,
Yes,
2021.
so
yeah.
we all know we are all worried about COVID. We're giving a COVID cover campaign, but that's only for the launch. So for the first 1 month, we give you excess 20,000 sum assured. Of course, the details.
20,000 sum insured.
Yes, coverage, okay, but of course the details are in the document.
Yep.
We give you that for COVID, but only for specific conditions, right? Obviously.
Understand.
The second one is we give you mental wellness, which we talked about. The third one is we also cover communicable diseases like dengue. And many times I'm asked this question, what happens if I don't go to a private hospital and I go to a government hospital? Your insurance is useless. We have an allowance for that as well. So if you do decide to go to a government hospital, we have an allowance baked in. The last one, I think, which is quite an important differentiator for me, because our research, and this has come out of real research, shows is millennials prefer, okay, first of all, millennials and Gen Z don't have a great view about us, okay? They believe that we screwed the world and gave them a world which is...
Oh, that's a reality check, isn't it?
which is less beautiful than what they should have got, okay? So that's why you see they are more involved in all these campaigns, right? And you see they're ready to be on the road, they're ready to be, you know, fighting for these campaigns, they're passionate about it. And for that reason, they relate more to a product which has a sustainability element to it. And that's why we are saying, okay, you're buying health insurance for yourself or your family because you can afford it. But here what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an option, not an option, with every policy, 6 ringgit, we are going to pay to a charity for a health fund for kids. So along with your health insurance, somebody else is also being insured for health, and you are not paying anything additional. We are taking it from our margin. So that's the biggest differentiation for me.
Wow. So I didn't understand Tune Protect is really into SDGs, yeah? Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes.
Well done. And so in terms of the seamless process that you go through, I think someone to touch on that as well. That's important for the millennial.
That's
as well.
right.
So the element of mental health, that's already pretty good. The other element that we really want to talk about is the fact that millennials also go for Ayurvedic, alternative treatment, chiropractic treatment. So why did you include that in the policy as well?
Before I answer this question, let me just compliment what Rohit had mentioned.
Sure.
Rohit said that he was going to talk about 2 points, but actually he mentioned 6 points
Yeah.
a day. But Rohit, there is one minor correction that we must highlight. You can buy for another 24 years because you can renew up to the age of 65 on this. So this is good news. When the first purchase have to be below 45, but after that you can renew up to the age of 65.
Thank God.
So
that's a good one.
yes.
That's a good one.
And I just wish to compliment one more points on what Rohit had mentioned is about our easy payment scheme. So that after you have chosen the products already, you can actually click and then opt for the zero interest easy payment scheme, and then that will allow you to manage the insurance premium expenses on a more amicable manner to the way that you like it to be. Okay.
For Malaysians who are watching, they're like, zero installment? Where do I sign up? That's the way Malaysians do it, you know?
Yes.
All right, we actually got a live caller. For the person who's about to come online, please do state your name and your publication, and please ask your question. All right, so let's work on that. Hello.
Hi guys, I'm Keith from BFM Radio.
Hi Keith.
Great job Rohit, for bringing all your experience over to this side. I just want to, something that you said during your speech just now, your presentation just now, kind of piqued my interest. You said something about taking this to the world. I was just wondering, what specifically are you talking about to taking abroad, and so what sort of strategy are you setting up for your team, and as well as if you could share some KPIs or milestones that we might be able to use to keep track of your progress for this. Thank you.
Sure. Great question, Keith. So I'll
please
take
do,
that,
Rohit.
Okay, I'm going to answer that in 3 parts, First thing is we announced a vision that we want to be a lifestyle insurer that everyone loves. The idea, as you know, Keith, is today we are the #1 travel insurer in Thailand, by the way. Most people don't realize. Tune Protect, which is a Malaysian brand, is #1 in travel insurance in Thailand. And Ben there deserves a lot of
credit. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
We don't have official stats, but we won't be very far away in Malaysia also. So clearly on travel insurance, we are exceptionally strong. What we give is we have what I call a repeatable framework. Today we work with Bamboo Airways in Vietnam. We work with Liehor in Cambodia. We work with Salam Air, Air Arabia in the Middle East. And our Middle East business is growing very strong. You saw that in the last quarter results. And obviously AirAsia as well. Now, what do? We give you insurance, and I'll give you an example. In Qatar, one insurer sells 11 of our products, and before I didn't know that there can be 11 types of travel insurance. It's a learning for me as well, right? Because there are unique needs, there are different needs. So we provide insurance, we provide underwriting, we provide the pricing, we provide all the technical know-how. The second one is we have a reinsurance company, so we can reinsure for you. A reinsurer always takes care of the insurer. So if you're an insurer in some other country, we don't have the balance sheet there, or we don't have the underwriting license, we can reinsure you. The third one is we provide you a tech platform. Our tech platform can issue 25,000 policies in a day without an issue. And the fourth one is we provide you the APIs, all the connectivity. So our income source is not only the insurance, but also the tech fee that we get. Now, this travel tech idea that I have, we want, or rather what's the strength of this company, we want to recreate that in health, SME, and lifestyle. And we want to go around the world and say, you know what, we have the best health products. Best does not mean comprehensive health products. Comprehensive health products there are other insurers who are doing it. Let them do it. We will give comprehensive, but we will give the customer the choice how comprehensive they want to be. I'm not going to push it down their throat.
So to be fair, what you're trying to say is instead of, for example, 11 different products or services, so it's one that you can scale.
Yeah.
That's the difference, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
So I want to take health tech. So to your point, to Keith's question, the idea is we will be launching health products in Thailand where we have a license. The reinsurance business is going to take it to Vietnam, to Cambodia, to Middle East, to the various countries. Of course, we have already stated to the market that we have expansion ambitions, where I can't say for disclosure purposes, obviously, but we've already stated we do plan to expand in Southeast Asia. We're doing the assessment. The third part of Keith's question on KPIs. I think we've given Keith 3 internal KPIs, which are already on our document on our website. I would not give anything else because that's not financial guidance. This is purely internal KPI. 40% of our group business will come from health.
Wow.
Okay?
That's a big projection.
It's a big number when you think of where we are today. 40% is going to come from lifestyle and 20% is going to come from SME. So I created a new structure. In the last 4 months, we've also announced a new structure. And that's why you see a lot of new faces. Ben, who's the CEO of Thailand, he is the group leader for health. He is in charge of driving health across everyone. So he has 2 targets. He has a Thailand target and he has a group health target. He is just hired someone who's going to be the health head under him. Again, Ben has worked with 4 or 5 multinationals leading health, and he was a CEO, etc.
About 2 decades, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, okay. Then we have Janet, who brings in the digital partnership, e-commerce experience. We have William, who is going to be the SME lead for the group, along with being the CEO of Malaysia. So the idea is each of us have dual hats that we are wearing to ensure these lines of business grow. So first, we want to have 40% of our business in health. The second one is there is something called GWP to NWP without getting technical. Essentially, it means how much business do we keep and how much do we pass to a reinsurer. Typically, in the Malaysian business, we kept between 30 to 35%. In the Thailand business, we kept between 20 to 25. The commitment we've given the market is as we go more on the retail lines of business and SME, we will be able to retain 60 to 70% of the business in-house.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right.
The third one we've also said is we obviously have an ambitious target. We want to grow upwards of 25%. So I think those are the KPIs. There would be lead KPIs, which I'm not going to bug you with, Keith, but obviously the lead KPIs that I would measure someone like Janet will be how many customers came into our website, how many fell off at which stage, why is the bounce rate high. So obviously those are lead KPIs we would look at. Ben and William are working on claim cycle time, policy issuance time, complaint handling time. So obviously these are KPIs that we would track. I love what Tony Shia said, right? Stop tracking average handling time, AHT, which is how much time were you speaking to a customer.
Yes.
Can you start measuring average happiness time?
Happiness time?
Yeah, because how happy is the customer? We have taken that on board. So as I said before, customer NPS is going to be 20% of the bonus of everybody.
But how do you measure that?
So it's very simple. When you finish an interaction with us, we will send you a survey or call you, and that's your moment of truth.
Customer satisfaction. Excellent. So, Keith, I don't know whether you expected such a comprehensive answer, but I like the honesty that's been given about. And Rohit's given the idea that he's got an Avengers team. Everybody does what they're supposed to do to achieve an accrued KPI. So well done, Janet. So you must be the Black Widow. And over here, you must be War Machine. So you're the Iron Man. Huh? So all right, so everybody has their role together to achieve not just in Malaysia, but across the region as well. Thank you for that question, Keith. So we're going to go with another question. The audio is not so clear with the next speaker, so we're going to go with this one first. Is this managed by a TPA? And if so, who is the TPA? William, I think this one's yours. And do describe for members of the media who are unfamiliar with the term TPA.
Yeah, TPA is actually the third-party administrator.
Yes.
Okay, so that's they will help you to assist in the checkings in to the hospital, all these things. So our TPA we are not using Naruri as the TPA. No. Our TPA is because there are a few options. The team have finalized the option. Just give me a clue. What is the finalized options for the TPA on this?
I see.
Okay, why don't we answer that question later? We'll give you the
Sure. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Just to maintain the fact that
okay. We use back our old familiar partner on this, which is MyCare. Okay, which MyCare. My apology, because we were exploring other options, although MyCare have provided some fantastic services to us, but from time to time, we always explore new options to look at the team. So that's, but after the evaluations, we still go back to the partner who have proven themselves and then justify their service to us. Okay.
They've already got a proven track record as well, right? So well done. Still 60% retention for main business. That's a big target, but that's essential for you to achieve your other KPIs as well. It's a cornerstone of the strategy. Thank you very much for the question. So hopefully MyCare is still around. Don't worry. So I think, do we have time for another question? So we were supposed to have another caller come in. So we've got some audio issues lah. Yes, we'll try to fix that as we go along. But let's go on with our next question. Yeah, I like this one. What's the guideline for the underwriting approval? Because it's all online. And why not offer 1 million yearly, like your competitors? Right now, if I'm not mistaken, 50 ringgit for a max of 150,000 coverage.
So let me take the second. I'll leave the first two.
Okay.
PM, if
Cool.
that's okay. Very simple. That's precisely what we don't want, because someone who's earning 3,000 ringgit, 4,000 ringgit, 5,000 ringgit, can I sell him a 1 million policy?
Exactly.
And let's be practical. Why is insurance under-penetrated? Because of that exact mindset.
Absolutely.
We sell, there are times we go to a customer and say, buy this policy. Okay, how much is the premium? 300 ringgit a month. Okay, what does he earn? 3,500 ringgit a month.
That's 10%.
After 2, 3 months, 4 months, after the excitement is over, he suddenly realizes he doesn't have money for A, B, and C. You know what he's going to do? He's going to cut his insurance. And then what's going to happen? When something happens to him, he's going to go, alas. Here the idea is we are offering people affordable healthcare based on what millennials and Gen Z in general earn. It doesn't mean you can't have a higher coverage.
Yes.
Come to our agency. Our agency channel will give you a higher coverage, but that requires advice. We can't sell you a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million coverage just like that. It needs advice.
It's unethical, isn't it?
You need advice. So that's why for me, that's the differentiation, and this is straight out of research that we are coming up with. What can people afford? Just to let you know one important point. Before launching any product, we do consumer survey. We bring consumers into a room like this, and we make them look at the feature, the price, and they also dibble-dabble with the product on the UI UX to see whether they're comfortable with it. And then we go back and tweak the product. So it's obviously come out of heavy research. It's not out of my head. If it was my head, I think it would be a very bad product, because insurers are not the best in creating products. I think customers are the best in telling us what they want.
That's
it's our job to respond to them, and not for us to, William, Ben, Janet, and me to sit in a room and say, this is what I think millennials want, when none of us are millennials. So it makes no sense.
Very good. And I like the fact that you don't shove it in their face like, you must buy, you must buy. You scale it into something that's realistic. And millennials really are a discerning bunch, yeah? They know what policies they want. They know what they don't want. Do you see these issues come up when you're dealing with, when you're connecting the dots, since you're with partnership?
like what Rohit mentioned, you've got to talk to the millennials. Like the survey we do, we talk to a few age group, whether it's the younger ones, and then we also talk to a few of the Chinese segment, the Malay segment, to really understand what they think, what is their buying behavior for insurance protection, what is your view on protection, what is most important to them.
I like that you mentioned that the different segments, because in Malaysia, you just sort of do things differently. So maybe I'll ask William on that front as well. What are the biggest difficulties when you're segmenting the market this way? As in, you have to look at age. Is race also an issue? Do different races want different things?
No, in the way that race is not an issue, this product is applicable to all. I mean to answer that question more. That perhaps I take the opportunity to answer the question number one.
Yes, please.
Shown on the screen at the same time.
Yeah.
So we are talking about the guideline for underwriting approval. Basically, okay, the underwriting guideline is reflected by the 3 underwriting questions on the mobile applications already. So I would like to urge all of you, okay, download our Tune Protect mobile application and take a look of it. Basically, it is guided by your medical conditions, whether it's substandard, and at the same time, okay, whether the applications has been rejected by other insurers or this thing before, then it reflects the current health status of the applicant. And when we look at this, we take the occupation into consideration. So for certain hazardous, extra hazardous occupations, we exclude it, okay? And then while looking into it, we are making it as friendly as possible. So it will be easy and then convenient, the first medical plans for many of the millennials when they want to start to have the medical insurance.
I see.
Okay, sometimes that's during our discussions, we call it, let us deem it as my first medical insurance. But after that, we decided to choose the name of Pro Health rather than my first medical insurance, because we still welcome you to buy it, okay, in addition to your existing medical insurance. Do not want to send the wrong message to you all.
Just on your point on, is there a difference between ethnicity? There's no difference in the pricing of the product, but there's a difference in their needs. What do I mean by that? Generally in Malaysia, what research shows is Chinese consumers have more insurance. Okay, the financial literacy is higher, so they generally are more penetrated. Okay, we call it in our insurance world the red ocean. So there it's about comparing every single feature because they are already quite aware. Malay consumers, of course, there are the higher net worth or the more urban Malay, obviously, who are more aware. But in general, the financial literacy levels are lower. So, and for us, we believe that's a big segment to target, because that segment today is under-penetrated and underserved. And they are always offered things from time to time which may not be what they want. So here, I'm giving the power in their hands. You come online, you decide what's best for you, how much you can afford, instead of me telling you this is how much you should buy. That's one way of looking at it, financial need analysis, which makes sense. But there's also something called financial affordability analysis. What's the point of your need analysis saying you need to pay 10,000 ringgit premium a month when I earn 3,500 ringgit a month? You know, it's an irrelevant discussion.
The Malay saying is, ukur baju di badan sendiri. Measure your shirt on your own body. So I think that's pretty a thought process that's needed, especially in choosing policies. That's for sure. Thanks for that comprehensive answer. Thanks, William. Really appreciate that. So we've got time for one more question. I like this one. How does ProHealth differ from conventional medical insurance? We've covered that a bit, so let's do that again, no problem. Is there a clause where you would be obliged to continue medical coverage as long as customer continues premium payment, despite the discovery of dreaded diseases? Now we know we can continue payments till 65 years old, but what if when it comes to that particular reason? So let's answer that first one first.
No, I think the first one is very simple. What we are saying is, this product is simpler. It's more bespoke, made for millennials and zillennials. A conventional medical insurance gives you higher sum assured, can give you lower as well. But where we differ is, as I said, there are 6 differentiators, as William mentioned, which we've already spoken about, from mental wellness to easy pay, to the charity element, to communicable disease. So it's already kind of a comprehensive product,
Yes.
but offered at a much cheaper premium. The second part of it is the service experience. Try it out to be amazed. As I always say, I think if insurers come and tell you, my motor insurance is truly unique, I still wonder, why do we say that? Because at the end of the day, we're all driving a car. How much more can a motor insurance be different?
Yeah, there you go.
Right? The same way, how much more can a health insurance be different? Unless you're talking different parts of health insurance, critical illness,
Yep.
you know, those kind of. The same with motor, where the differentiation comes is things like telematics, service element, claims element, you know, new elements. That's the differentiation. The products, yes, there could be differentiation. I don't deny it, but it will be very minor in the scheme of things.
Here and there,
It's the
yeah.
same for health. We are not saying we had the, you know, there's a new health insurance which never existed that came out of the window. No, we've taken on a product, we've commoditized it, so the price is cheaper, the service experience is better, it's digitalized, and we put in some specific offers which we believe make sense to this consumer group.
There you go.
And that's the difference.
I don't know, I'm a simple guy. I mean, you want to differentiate, make it cheaper. So, I buy
Even
straight
better.
with the same coverage. Bo. You know, just trying my luck out there. So thanks for that answer. So the next answer, yes. Is there a clause that would oblige? Oh, there's a new one, yeah?
Sorry, can we-
Yeah, we've still got the second one to answer. Maybe we'll let William or Janet take this one. Will you be obliged to continue medical coverage despite the discovery of a dreaded disease?
Yeah.
Let's say you are a policy holder already, suddenly halfway,
Yes, we-
walao, stage 4 cancer.
Yes, we are transparent in this. There is no clause in our policy saying that we are obliged to continue the medical cover. So it's subject to the annual underwriting. But as far as possible, we will want to exercise our judgment in addition to the policy coverage and everything to see what we can do for our loyal customer.
That's fair.
But let me put it up front, in the policy there is no clause mentioning that we are obliged to continue a medical cover for a dread disease on this.
I see. That will go on a case-to-case basis, yeah? All right, that's fair answer. Thank you very much. So this panel is getting quite hot. We're still getting questions, but I only got time for one more. So we're going to highlight the one we did earlier. Is there a target of policies sold that Tune Protect plans to reach this year? Targets.
We
Policy
didn't-
targets, revenue targets.
So this one I can take. I think very simply, we do not give individual targets. That's internal. From a company disclosure perspective, it won't be fair to disclose financial targets.
Fair.
So we are barred by that. I think essentially what we are saying is, I think the message for you that a company which does less than 10% of health is saying we're going to do 40% of health in 3 years.
Yep.
You do the math. I don't need to do the math for you. I think any analyst will say, I know your growth rates. So that's the message that we are giving.
That's it. All right. Any input from Janet or William as well with regards to that question? Or you're shy? You're shy lah. Huh? Everyone giving Rohit the side eye like, can boss, can. All right. So thank you very much for your questions. I know we have some, especially that last question, definitely either from the Edge or the Star Business one, that's for sure. They always press for targets. Unfortunately, that's the policy of Tune Protect Group. But, of course, you can contact the PR company. We'll give you the details if you need any more information. And so as we draw this segment to a close, Janet, William, and Rohit, maybe last words for our audience out there. Maybe we start with the lady first.
Yeah.
Maybe Janet?
I just wanted to let all of you know we are API ready. And we work on different models, the business models. We can work with you using affiliate or API. And for some of the our affinity partners that has huge customer base, we can also customize our products. Work with you, go through a workshop and understand your needs, your customers' needs, and then we can customize the product for you. Last but not least, we are ready to offer and to work with all our existing airlines and also our existing affinity partners.
Excellent. Janet says, come to me. Let me connect the dots for you. Come. All right, William, how about you?
I don't have a lengthy message, so I will just say, download the app try it out.
Try it out. In 10 minutes, you got your policy and you got your life covered. How about that? Rohit.
Ben, does he want to say something?
Oh yeah, Ben's still with us. Oh my goodness. Ayo, how rude of me. Goodness gracious me. You're so handsome. Like, I thought you were a picture on the wall. So Ben, after you, Ben.
Well, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rohit. This last message is, I think, this is, please, again, like William said, download the product, but, more to come. This is a big step and a first step for us. More products like this to come. You're going to see a lot in this space from To Protect on the digitization of things and something unique in the market. So exciting times. Watch this space and watch us. And then again, buy this product.
Excellent. Time to make some waves. So last but not least, from the big man himself.
I think I'll leave you just with two messages. One, all credit to obviously William and team who drove the product. I am here only to give you that group flavor, but essentially what we're saying is you will see a lot of, just like how in travel insurance today, I personally don't think any insurer has the breadth of coverage that we have, okay? We have the tech, we have the API, we have the platforms. The same way, I think Ben's target is over the next couple of years to have the breadth of health insurance that nobody has and come with it, the tech, the platform, so we can get you to go faster. And same with SME and lifestyle. The second message is there's a lot of cool tech that's gone behind this. We haven't talked about it. The reason for me is tech is over glorified in our industry. When it comes to InsurTech, the minute you say, so what technology did you use? What AI did you use? What chatbot did you use? Trust me, we've used many of those things. When you start using it, you will see it. The beauty is if the customer experience is simple, the tech works for me.
That's it, UI, UX.
It's as simple as that. And that's what, you check the Tune Protect Thailand's new website as an example. I'm very proud of what Ben and team have done. It doesn't look like an insurance website. It's quite cool. And Malaysian website as well is quite cool, but you're going to see in the next 6 weeks a completely new website. So again, that's the whole idea, that we don't want to be looked at as a pure insurance company that pays you only your claim and you have to run pillar to post to figure out where to get this claim from. We want to be much more than that, and that's the whole idea.
I like the fact that it doesn't come off as cliched, your particular messaging. Sometimes, most of the time, you see the picture of a family together, that typical stuff. So from the particular campaign, how you hit the nail on the head and the product and service that you're pushing out there, I think it really does match the millennials and the Gen Zs of our time. Congratulations on your very first virtual launch. Wow, okay, William, you can relax now.
Relax, family.
Yeah, William's really been working very, very hard to get this launch on the go. So thank you very much to members of the media for your questions. To those who asked questions, we couldn't cover them in time. Our humble apologies. We don't want to take too much time of these gentlemen and lady. But if you do have any more questions, don't go away. We'll be right back. I'll tell you just how you can continue to engage with us. Once again, gentlemen and lady, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Naz.
Stay with us, guys. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I learned quite a bit as well. And as a Gen Xer, I'm telling you, the millennials and the Gen Zs, you've got your work cut out for you. But I have it on faith that all of you out there will be able to look for the information that you need and empower yourselves by signing up today. Protect yourself like a pro with Pro Health Medical, brought to you by Tune Protect. Once again, to media partners and dear reporters, some of you are friends of mine, thank you for taking the time to be with us at today's exciting virtual launch. Exciting lah, because I'm Nazruddin Rahman, your exciting virtual host. And I must say, congratulations to Tune Protect Group. This is your very first one, and hopefully there's more to come. Now, for members of the media, should you have any clarifications or further inquiries, our PR team is ready on standby. Impact Communications. So these are the details right here. They'll be more than happy to chat with you and provide you with anything else that you might need. The contact details are here, especially when it comes to the numbers, yeah? So you want to clarify those numbers, do contact Sadly and Angelin from Impact Communications. Those of you joining us on Facebook and YouTube stream, thank you very much for your interactions. We say thank you very much once again for spending time with us on this very special morning. Till we see you again, silap dan salah harap maafkan dari hujung rambut sampai hujung kaki. Saya Nazruddin meminta maaf kepada anda semua. Sampai kita jumpa lagi. Don't forget to protect yourself like a pro with our Tune Protect Pro Health Medical. Log on to the website today and you can find out for yourself the seamless experience of the UI UX, and get yourself a policy today. Even if you haven't already, this is the time. The time is now. Protect yourself like a pro. I'm Nazruddin Rahman signing off for Tune Protect Group. Thank you and have a great morning, everybody.